What's up, guys? I kind of wanted to jump in. I was going to wait till about 1:10 to start this, but I figured, winds are starting to get a little rougher outside, so I figured I might as well just jump in and start to show it before it starts getting too bad, man. I hope the little tree out here survives, 'cause it's not that big of a tree, so let's hope so. What's up, Bill? Yabba dabba do. You look like you're okay. Echo. Fucking hate. I got the. Yeah, it's all good right now. But you can see it's starting to pick up a little bit. Let me see here. Let me go. Let me see here. I really hate this fucking. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, you can see I left my flag on my truck, so it kind of helps give an idea too. But yeah, it's starting to ramp up now, so it won't be too long before it's over top of us. You had two screens open. I was about to say my echo cancellation's on, so I don't know why it's echoing. Yeah, it's coming up through Fort Myers now, so you can't really see too much up here, but when you're actually outside, you can definitely see the clouds are whipping by. Let's see here, invite, copy clipboard. Let me go and drop this in there if anybody wants to pop in. More than welcome to. Pin message. Stay safe, buddy. I know it's only words, but those storms are no joke. Yeah, they're not. That's for damn sure. It's going to be, it almost ramped up to a 5. All right, Wedge. It was almost to a 5 before it hit landfall. It was like 5 or 10 miles an hour from being labeled a 5. So it's going to be about a 3 when it gets over top of us. So. But these trees right here, the ones that you can see right here, this tree here, and like these ones here, there's a lot of those in people's front yards. Those ones are going to take a freaking pounding. And these big ones, man, I'd be a little wary if I was in a house next to one of those. And the people that live in this house right here, they're actually new to Florida, so it's going to be interesting for them. So let's see. We got Wedge just popped in. What's up, man?
What's up, homie?
Not much.
So the wind's bad over there or what?
It's starting to pick up a little bit. Fuck, man, I hate goddamn Eufy's website. It like plays the camera for a minute and then for a few minutes and then it fucking gets in a loading screen.
Ah, fun.
You know what? I wonder if they have the app.
Next time you go with Ring, right?
I like Eufy. They got some good stuff. I just don't like the website. The app works flawlessly.
Nice.
It's their fucking website that sucks. Let me see here. Wonder if there is a Eufy app for Microsoft. I've never.
Does my mic sound good?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah.
How's it going? Is Ashley?
Yeah.
Ashley.
That's the wifey.
No. Of course they don't. Fuck, dude, I hate Microsoft App Store.
I think I sent you something last night. I'm wondering if you seen it. Remember I was telling you I saw a video someone took in Florida of the clouds coming in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was on TikTok. That's why I couldn't find it last night. So, and I saved it to my phone. I forgot about it, and I sent it to you in Messenger. Those clouds look, I don't know, crazy as shit.
I'm good, Ashley. Just getting ready for it. It's just starting to come in. As you can see, the wind's starting to pick up now. It'll be another hour or two, and it'll be over top of us. Another few hours.
So did it swing closer to you? Because I heard it move south. It changed direction a little bit.
It went to Fort Myers, but it's still coming right over top of us.
Oh,
Because it's almost going at a curve through the state like that, and then it will come out onto the East Coast
and go right up the East Coast.
And then it will curve back in as a tropical storm and then head up to like the Carolinas, Georgia, that area.
And then on its way to New England, we'll get a ton of rain and wind.
A little bit, Ashley, not too much. If it was like a 4 or 5 when it hit us, I'd be a lot more. I'd be a little bit more nervous. But a 3's, it's kind of on the cusp of fuck yeah, hold on, and you'll be all right.
There's been some crazy looking tornadoes out of this thing, though.
Yeah, apparently Maddie's Drone World got a couple of them down in his area yesterday.
Yeah, he mentioned that. He said he got a couple touchdown in his county.
Yeah, the one thing one meteorologist was talking about that, and he said the only real good thing to that, though, is I guess they don't get like F3s and F4s and F5s. I guess they're pretty much limited to about an F1. So it's not too bad, but it's still enough to be scary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. High AZ Drone Dude, Maximum Impact, and Night Train. I think that's it. I don't think I missed anybody. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that, Bill. I was in fucking. I don't even remember what city I was in. I was working in my work truck, that Jeep that you see in the video, and fucking. I'm almost 100% positive a fucking tornado came down on top of me. It slid my work truck a good 20, 30 feet across the parking lot.
When did this happen?
It was about, I'd say 3-4 months ago, maybe somewhere in there. It was pretty wicked, though. I'll tell you what, man. I was sitting there in the parking lot, and all of a sudden I see all these people coming out of like the storefronts in this like shopping center.
Yeah.
And they all turned around and ran back in. And all of a sudden, this wind just started whipping around, dude, and it slid my truck across the parking lot up against the curb, and then my truck went boom, hit the curb like that, went up a little bit, and then dropped back down.
Jesus.
And it was over as quick as it started. It lasted probably about 30, 40 seconds, but it was pretty scary. I think what it was a funnel cloud came down and didn't quite hit the ground all the way, and then it went right back up in the clouds.
Yeah, sounds like a tornado to me.
Let's see, what did Mike say?
Night Train is off to physical therapy, I think. See you later, Night Train.
Yeah, he's still doing his PT.
Yeah. Benjamin had a half day of school today.
For just one of those early release days or what?
Yeah, like the teachers have something they're doing, so it's a half day. So he got home, but he's already sleeping. He's like, I'm tired. Kid would never take naps before. All of a sudden, this is his first year in school, and now he wants to take a nap every day after school. Something's going right. And I got lucky. I'll tell you why. Because when he's waiting outside to catch the bus, I don't know how long this is going to last. I hope it lasts for a long time. But when he sees the bus, he starts jumping up and down. He's excited for school. So, that's a good thing.
Yeah, the older you get, the nicer naps are. I'll tell you what.
Yep.
Let's see if the doorbell gives us a better connection. It's not the best picture, but let's see here.
Is that an Air 2S on your shelf in the back?
No, that is a Mini 1 and a Spark. I got rid of the Air 2 and the Mini 2 about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Video feed's not too bad. It's good enough for what you need it for. You ever see any weird shit happen at night? You go like review the footage and like, what the fuck was that?
Dude, we had it for probably about 2 weeks. Every morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, we would get a notification that somebody was at the door, but there was nobody ever there. And then the porch light would turn on and then turn back off. It was fucking weird. And it did that for like a week and a half, and then just as quick as it started, it stopped.
Yeah.
And me and Sarah would look at the footage every morning. There was nobody there, but the porch light would turn on and then turn back off. It would do it the same time every fucking day. And at least we assumed it was a porch light because it was weird. It was like the whole fucking porch would light up, and then it was like the porch light was coming on and then turning back off. And it did it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks or something, every day on schedule, every morning at 2 o'clock.
Hi,
And then-
JD. JD said your stories get spicier as they marinate.
Oh, shut the hell up, JD.
No Tim today, huh?
No, he's probably sleeping right now because it's about 2 in the morning there.
Wait, where is he?
Australia.
Oh shit! I didn't know he was in Australia.
Yeah, he lives in Australia.
Is he from America? Because he has a very American accent.
Yeah, he's from America. He moved to Australia about 20 years ago and just stayed there. Moved there for a woman and ended up staying there. So,
Hey.
And he's been there ever since. So, let me see if I can adjust the light on that doorbell.
What's going on, JD? American.
Let's see here. Let's see if the distortion correction does anything. No, not really.
Yeah, so Amazon just sent me an email. They're trying to sell me a DJI Mini 3 Pro. $909.
They're trying to sell you a DJI Mini 2 Pro, you said?
Mini 3 Pro for
Mini 3? I don't know why I said Mini 2.
Yeah. So there's the thing. I didn't check out the complete list of the remote ID compliant drones. Was the Mini 3 in that list?
To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure about that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fucking bird on my porch.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yep. Yeah, the funny part is I don't really feel a need to buy the Mini 3. I have the Air 2S and the DJI FPV. I mean, I feel like I'm just wasting money if I'm buying a Mini 3. I mean, I'd rather fly the Air 2S. Not that the Mini 3 takes bad footage or anything, but I don't know. I mean,
you have the Air 2S. What do you really need that for?
Yeah, I'm not trying to stay under, 250 grams either, because if I had the Mini 3, I would go with the extended battery, so it wouldn't be under 250, and that's the thing. So my options were stick with the Air 2S, and I could use money to buy more batteries for that, or buy a Mini 3 so I could get a longer flight time. I could use that money to get even more flight time with like three Air 2S batteries. So,
Right, and then that's the thing too is like.
Hi, Laura. So he's saying that the remote ID won't affect drones in the sub 250 area.
Yeah, it's not supposed to, but.
Well, that would be a major selling point if that's the case. When remote ID, no one's going to be buying regular drones. You're going to all buy sub 250 ones.
The thing is, though, is like at the moment, sub 250 in the U.S. only means whether you want to pay $5 for registration or not.
Yeah.
Now, see, like in the more of the like European countries, if you go above 250, you have to get the equivalent of their 107.
Yeah.
What's up, David? Birdman.
See, I don't mind paying the $5 registration fee because my drone's registered with the serial number. It just gives me another way to find it if something happens to it. Someone steals it or something, gives me another way to recover it.
Right, exactly. And like I said, it's $5. I mean,
yeah,
it's it's nothing crazy. It's $5 for 3 years, so it's not like you're paying out the ass or anything to do it. I mean, a lot of people buy the Mini 2 and the Minis under the assumption that they don't have to follow the same rules as the big drones. I've heard a lot of people, new pilots, say, "Oh, I bought the Mini because then I don't have to worry about flying near an airport and all that." I'm like, no, that's not the case. All that says is that you don't have to spend $5 and register your drone. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
But you still have to follow the same fucking rules as everybody else.
I don't think that strictly applies to 107 pilots. I think it just applies to 107 operations, because if a 107 license holder is flying for recreation, they have to follow recreational rules, right?
Honestly, I haven't really been following it much because I really don't give a shit. But
like if a 107 if a 107 license holder is doing a job with their Mini 2, even if it's sub 250, they'll still have to register it because it's being used for a 107 operation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
But if they're
but that's the thing is most pilots that have their 107, even if they're not doing commercial work, they'll always fly as commercial because then they can do other shit that you can't do recreational. You know, if they decide they want to go over a building and be 400 feet over that, they can do it, right?
Yeah, but I think they would also have to have a flight plan too, I would think, right? If they don't, they have to get a waiver sometimes too. There's a lot.
Depends.
Yeah.
Like if you want to fly over people and shit, you have to get a waiver. And what was really stupid is it used to be before they switched it, about a year ago, a recreational pilot could go fly at night, no problem. You just had to have the lights on there. You could go fly, do whatever you wanted. And then the 107 pilots had to go get a waiver to fly at night. Didn't make any fucking sense. It's like, why do they have to go get a waiver, but I can just throw my drone up and go fly in recreation? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But they ended up switching that now, where I think you take like a little course or something, and you're good after that. Like you can just fly at night.
Because recreationally, you just need to have a light on there that can be seen for 3 nautical miles. No, it's 3 miles. Has to be able to be seen for 3 miles. I have a Loom Cube.
Nautical miles.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, those Firehouse, those Arc 5s, I've never tested them at a 3 mile range, but I know people have gotten pretty far with them and you can still see them pretty far.
Yeah.
They're definitely bright enough a pilot would see them at nighttime if they were close enough to you.
Yeah.
And what was really cool is I had the 2 Firehouse lights on both sides of the arm. I had one on each arm facing out on the drone, so it was like flashing as the drone's flying.
Yeah.
And what was crazy was the camera never even picked up the flashing.
Yeah, my Loom Cube does the same thing. I have it right on the top of my Air 2S, right in between the 2 obstacle avoidance sensors on the very top. And when it's flashing, the camera doesn't pick it up at all.
The only time and the thing was mine were facing out with the camera.
Yeah.
Directly out with it. And people would always say, "Oh man, you're picking up the flashing." I'm like, "No, you're not." I said, "The only time you see the flashing is if you were low enough to catch it off like a street sign or something.
A reflection off of something else."
Right. But when you were in the air 200-300 feet in the middle of the night, you couldn't see shit. You wouldn't pick it up at all. It was weird.
Yeah.
I hope we don't follow the states. Unfortunately, Bill, the FAA does kind of. Oh, I mean, I would say a lot of the especially in a lot of the big, I would say first world countries, a lot of their they tend to kind of follow each other's rules to a certain extent, only because when you got a lot of planes flying international into other airspaces, it's easier for countries to have the same kind of rule setups and kind of basic, rules, because it's easier for pilots to be able to fly into other countries and shit. It's kind of like they do have a certain standard on flight rules and stuff like that. So, I mean, there ain't no telling. I mean, the FAA could set a standard and Canada could end up following suit. Sometimes other countries will do shit and the FAA will copy them. I mean, if they think it's a good implement, a good uh, implication I can't think of the word. But if it's a good rule set or whatever, I mean, other countries may follow. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some countries, dude, that don't have really any drone rules. You can fucking fly anywhere.
Yeah. I don't mind remote ID except for the fact that it's not just any type of law enforcement that can get that information. That information could potentially be available to anybody.
Yeah, but in the same sense, though, it's like a lot of drone information doesn't even really get put out to the regular everyday person anyway.
Yep.
Like if you go up to 10 people that have nothing to do with drones and ask them anything about it, you may get one person that could maybe answer some of your questions.
Yeah.
Other than that, most of them aren't going to know jack shit. So how many people are really going to know that they could track your drone? I mean, honestly, because the FAA doesn't have the money to really broadcast this information out to people and say, this is what you can do. They don't have money to put out advertisements and ads and all this other shit.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why a lot of new pilots, when they come in, they don't know the rules. They don't know this or that because it's not advertised.
Yeah.
You tend to learn from other people that have been doing it for a while. It's like passed down information more or less than anything.
Well, and that's where I think the trust certificates should come in more handy than it does. I think that before you purchase a drone, it should tell you that there's a trust certificate required because you need that to fly recreationally.
Well, I've said for a long time that you should have to provide your trust certificate. And then if the drone's going to be over a certain weight class, which would be over the 250, you should have the registration card. You should have all that before they even allowed to sell you the drone.
Yeah, you should register it before the sale is finalized.
Right. You should, when you walk into a Walmart or a Best Buy and you say, I want to buy that Mavic 2 Zoom or that Mavic 3 Pro, whatever, they should be able to have a little app on their computer at the point of sale where it says type in the person's trust number, registration number, boom, boom, and it approves it immediately.
Yeah.
And the sale goes through. There's no reason why a system like that can't be set up.
Yep.
Where retailers, even if you go on Amazon, it will ask you at the point of purchase, we need your registration number and your trust number. You put that in and then it approves the sale. If it's a mini, then it just asks for your trust number. Or you know what I'm saying? Or your 107, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why that, because that may keep some people from wanting to buy a drone. They'll be like, oh, fuck this. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
and at least it'll let them know, hey, there's things you have to do.
Right. And it'll keep that's what I'm saying. And if it forces you to go do the trust test first, then that person will go to the FAA website, sit down, do the test, look at everything, and they'll learn a little bit before they buy the drone. I think it needs to be just a little bit longer, maybe by like 10 or 15, 20 questions. Yep. And it needs to be a little bit more extensive on each question. And whether it breaks it down, kind of basic for some people that don't understand flight terminology, maybe. I'm getting sick to my belly now, too excited about getting my printer. I'm like a kid. Oh, dude, that's like Christmas time for an adult when you buy something like that, right?
By the way, you a Dolphins fan?
No, I don't really watch football anymore.
Okay.
After it started getting all politicized a few years ago, I just stopped watching it.
You talking about Kaepernick?
I'm talking about everything. Just every sport got so fucking, even NASCAR, all that shit. Yeah. And that dipshit fucking tried to say that there was a noose in his damn garage and all it was a rope handle on the fucking door to pull the door down. Come on, man.
Talking about Smollett?
Yes, come on, dude. After all the sports started getting like that, I was done with it. I was like, I'm not watching shit no more. I haven't watched a single football game in 3 years.
I thought Smollett was an actor. He's a sports player?
No, it wasn't Smollett. It was a NASCAR driver.
Oh, okay. Wait, I do. They had it hang. He said it was hanging in the back next to the lockers or some shit like that.
No, it was hanging off of the door. It was a handle to pull the fucking door down. I saw the picture of it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. Yep.
It was literally just a rope that was tied in a handle like I mean, yes, it looked like a noose, but it was tied to be a handle, so you could reach up and pull the garage door down.
Okay, I get you.
And
Yeah,
they tried to say that was the noose. I
yeah.
was like, really? Come on now, guys. And just after all that shit and the Colin Kaepernick thing and fucking stupid ass LeBron James and all that shit, dude, I was done with it. I'm like, I'm not watching you guys no more. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I'm here to watch you guys play a game. I don't care about your politics. Like, and then yeah, after that, I haven't watched any professional sports in the past 3 years. I didn't watch the Super Bowl last 3 years. I haven't watched any of that shit.
It looks
I
like
just-
the sun is poking through the clouds over there. It looks like a massive ball of overexposure.
Yeah, it's the fucking. Let's see if I can turn the HDR on. See if that helps. That might make it worse. I don't know.
Hmm.
Let's see if that does anything. Let's go to front facing. See, on my phone, I can pull up and watch the camera for 30 minutes without it even loading, like freezing or anything. But their website just sucks
Yeah,
when you go through the actual internet browser to do it.
yeah. And it cloud saves your footage.
Yeah, and and it locally saves it too.
Yeah,
So like even if the power's out, my cameras are all battery operated, so they'll all still record and everything. And then I can go back later and pull the recordings off of them.
yep. It's the way
So
things have to be these days, man. You can't trust fucking anybody.
Well, the reason why I got a security system was because I was the only one on my one of 5 houses on my block that didn't have one. And I kind of made me nervous because these security companies were coming through here and they were getting everybody, like everybody was getting security cameras, all that shit. And then I realized I was one of only like 5 houses that didn't have one. I was like,
Yep.
fuck this shit. So I went on.
Yeah, and those are the 5 houses that are going to get hit first.
So I went on Amazon Warehouse and I started buying a camera here, a camera there of all the same company, Eufy.
Yep.
I bought one outdoor camera, got like $130 camera for like $70. Then I bought another one, and it was all just open box shit. I ended up getting 3 for inside the house, a doorbell. I even have the electronic lock on the front door that you have to put the key number in order to get in the house.
All right, see you later. Have fun.
Let's see here.
He's going to play Warzone.
It's not too bad outside right now. Let's see.
It's so crazy because when I look at that picture, everything is still. You see the trees blowing in the wind and the bushes, but the sky looks like it's jumping around. Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Like some kind of distortion or something.
Yeah, almost like a FPV drone with one of the weird cameras on it where when they fly around the sky looks real funny.
Later, Bill. But yeah, I ended up buying. Then the indoor cameras are really nice, dude. They're 360 pan and tilt. So as you're walking through my house, I have them in all the directions of the house, so I can see every corner, like the common areas, the hallway, entryway, all the living room, the kitchen, everything. So as you're walking through the house, they're following you everywhere you go, and then they're recording you at the same time. So it's at nighttime, you'll be walking through the house and you'll see these little red eyes up in the corners of the ceiling. And as you're walking, it's just following you.
Yeah.
So it picks up everything. So I got one out back on the back porch. I got this one out front, the doorbell, and then 3 in the house. And then I have a sign out front that says, warning, you're on security cameras.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys have to notify. You have a 2-party consent, or is it a 1-party consent in Florida?
No, it's Florida's. You can record in public. It doesn't matter.
I'm not talking about in public. I'm talking about in private. Like in Massachusetts, it's two-party consent. So if you're recording a private conversation, like a phone call, or someone's in your house, you have to put them on notice that both parties have to consent, basically. But each state's different, so I don't know what Florida is.
Well, in Florida, if you record somebody without their consent, it can be a felony.
So it's a two-party consent then, yeah.
Right.
To get you for
As far as I know, that only pertains to phone calls. I'm not sure as far as anything else. As far as you being in my house, because that's my private property, so I don't know if that really counts. But I know as far as in public, though, states really can't set rules for that because the Supreme Court pretty much
said there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public.
Yeah, they pretty much set the standard for that and said that you can't set rules about being in public.
Yeah, Arizona Drone Dude said Florida is a two-party consent state. Because some states are only single-party, one-party consent, which means you could record your phone call with someone and you don't have to tell them. All you have to do, you're consenting yourself to record it. So that's so weird.
Which I'm kind of surprised that Florida is a two-party, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Where is... Fuck, man. And I hate Microsoft doesn't have the... I hate their fucking app store, dude. Their app store sucks.
Yeah, okay, said Arizona's a one-party consent state. So how strong are the winds so far? It's looking pretty windy right now. It looks like maybe 30, 35.
I'd say on ground level, that's probably 15, 20.
Yeah.
In the air, it's probably up in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
That's not that strong, but it's supposed to be about a 120 to 130.
That's crazy.
So
that's crazy. Well, that little tree is going bye-bye.
We'll see. I don't know. And I've been keeping that tree clean too. Like you can see over here on the neighbor's house over here, they ain't trimmed shit on that tree.
Yeah.
That's what mine looked like about 6 months ago, and I've been keeping it trimmed. Like I go out every couple months and I trim some bottom branches off of it. But mine's been growing like a fucking weed, dude. Everybody else's in their yards are still kind of small, and they were all planted at the same time. The ones with the big trees, those are the houses that have been here for about 10 years, because there's about 4 or 7 houses somewhere in there that have been in this neighborhood for almost 10 years. But this house right here with the red car, that's the oldest house in the neighborhood. That's 10 years old.
Wow.
My house is only 3 years old.
So then it should be nice and sturdy. You shouldn't have anything to worry about there.
Oh, no, all these houses, all the walls are cinder block. Your weakest point is literally your roof.
And someone was saying, I think it was 107 Drones was telling me, Barkley was telling me that in certain building codes now, in areas like yours, they're required to have even the roof supported by the frame of the house.
I don't know about the building codes as far as that goes. I just know the walls have to be cinder block. Because like all the walls on the outside of these houses are literally just cinder block that they plastered over.
Okay.
They just put the plaster over it. And then on the inside, they just do the wood framing on the inside of the walls.
Yeah.
Of the cinder block. But your whole house is made out of cinder block. And then trailers, like mobile homes, they have to be rated up to 110 miles an hour winds. Otherwise, they don't get approved. So they have to have certain tie downs and different things like that to be approved.
Yeah.
It's 100. They have to be able to withstand at least 110 mile an hour, which I think is stupid. I don't know why they allow fucking trailers in Florida. I think that's the dumbest shit ever.
Now you have a storm cellar there in case you guys get a tornado or something?
No. Most houses in Florida don't have basements.
Yeah.
It's kind of uncommon, not a common thing. Some do, but most don't.
Yeah. Because you guys are surrounded by water. That's why.
Well, yeah, a lot of these neighborhoods are built on like top of marshes and shit, right? And like, so it's a lot of this used to be like marsh type land, like you'd see in Louisiana and in southern Florida and shit.
Yeah.
So, but I'm actually surrounded by fucking lakes, like big, massive ass lakes, because we actually live in the area of Florida. It's called the Chain of Lakes, and there's like 15 or 20 big, massive lakes that are all connected by canals. So you can spend like the whole day just cruising the lakes, and you can just go from one lake to another by going through the little canals.
Yeah, you ever fly your drones out there?
Yeah, I was actually going around when I first started flying drones. I was actually going around and trying to hit each lake.
Yep.
And I got about 6 or 7 of them, and then I ended up doing other shit and never went back and finished it. I was doing like a little series of it.
Yep.
See, what is this that David's showing?
Multicam coverage of Florida as Hurricane Ian approaches.
Opera GX is the greatest browser.
Damn it.
Oh, okay.
Share there.
Wow, that water's pretty nasty at Dania Beach.
All right, let's.
Just gonna get worse too.
There we go.
Skyway.
I was watching. You can see that the cameras are losing internet here and there because they're freezing and then coming back.
Yeah.
The Sunshine Skyway Bridge, yeah.
Look at that sky though in Jacksonville, the bottom left.
Yeah. Some wicked shit.
Yeah. Wow, Hollywood Boardwalk.
Dude. Dana Beach is getting hit fucking hard. Look at that.
Wow, look at that Hollywood Boardwalk. What the hell? It looks like a clay pot on the ground right there.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Thing's probably fucking like solid. Those are probably like big cement pots.
What are the winds popping off on this hurricane right now? Do you know?
Not offhand, but I would say those are probably reaching 40, 50 mile an hour now.
Yeah. The eye on that system got huge.
Like I said, one of the scariest parts about a hurricane period is that once it starts to the point where you have to be indoors because you have no other choice, you're fucked, dude, if you got to call 911 because they ain't coming.
Yeah.
Like that's like, it's almost like the purge, right? They shut down all emergency services.
Yep.
For there's a good 12, 24 hours where you ain't going to get no help.
Get all your guns ready. That's what you do. Just in case.
I mean, honestly, that'd be the time to go out and rob some places if you have the balls to go out in that. Because that's the thing is every alarm system is going to go off in all the businesses because when that wind starts hitting the doors and windows and rattling the shit out of the buildings, it sets the alarms off.
Yeah.
And
Arizona
they won't.
Said the winds are from the storm are at 100 miles an hour right now. And I'm not talking necessarily about the footage itself. I was talking about the hurricane itself. It's 100 mile an hour. What is he saying?
Oh, okay.
So, like, as that thing pushes closer, and the thing that sucks the most about it is it's going to kind of sit on you guys for a while. So you guys are going to get soaked, and it's probably going to be a lot of flooding.
Oh, shit, where'd my YouTube chat go?
How far above sea level are you guys?
I'm only 49 feet, I think. 47 feet.
Yeah.
So not that much. I actually looked it up not too long ago because me and Sean was getting the elevation so we could get like the temperature on my 3D printer set up.
Looks like you're not having that issue you were having yesterday with all your taskbar items not disappearing off the screen.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on with that.
Yeah, that happens.
Somebody said I'll pay $10 if you go clean the Skyway camera off.
The wind's not strong enough. It's not knocking off there. That sky, though, in Jacksonville looks amazing.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I'd love to get an HDR photo of that.
Let's see here. There we go. The comments over here. Yeah, it's a little bit closer to Maddie now that it went up to Fort Myers. I don't know exactly where he lives at, though, David, to be honest with you. I'm not even sure what city he is in. But I know it's closer to him because he was more south. So, but I think he's more on the east side of Florida. I think he's on the east coast side of Florida. So he might not be getting it too bad, but he definitely getting some of it.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that it's not going to get bad till that starts getting, this part right here starts getting over. Then it's going to get up to like 130, 140 mile an hour winds.
That's crazy. That's absolutely insane.
We monitor them. Take a look at my cameras outside real quick on my phone. Yeah, it's starting to pick up a little bit outside, but
So Greg from Pilot Institute just messaged me. Let me see.
as Sean said, it's funny you're having hurricane. You are having a hurricane, and my power went out this morning. Some farmer hit a pole. What are you running into with this tractor? I'm assuming. That's a big fuck up right there because you got to pay for that when you cause something like that.
Yeah.
The farmer better had some insurance. Somebody was just going down the beach in Hollywood on a fucking with like a razor or something. But we were watching earlier on Paul Murray's show, and some fucking dude jumped off of the pier during when it was looking like where this like kind of like Dana Beach right there.
Yeah.
And there was a pier off of it, and these three guys were swimming in the water, and one guy went about halfway out on the pier, probably about 100 yards out, and then jumped over the side into the water while you're watching it live.
Yeah.
But that live stream went down. That one was in Fort Myers. But they ended up losing the internet connection on that one, so. And then there was a little baby palm tree that was probably about 4 feet tall in a big old clay pot. Like
Yep.
a flower pot. And it was up on the pier, and the waves came up and took it right off, right into the water. You can see it floating in the water. They had all the, what the fuck are those iguanas out there? Did you see that in Hollywood?
No, I'm sorry. I was messaging Greg from Pilot Institute.
Oh, you're good. On Hollywood, when it was showing the picture of the beach, it looked like there was a bunch of iguanas running on the beach. Those some big ass lizards. And it's possible we could lose power. It's possible we don't, because when Irma came through, there was quite a few neighborhoods that didn't end up losing power the entire time. So it's not completely or likely that we lose power, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here where that fucking tree was, dude, there was like 3 or 4 big ass lizards running right there.
Oh, really?
They look big too. I bet they were iguanas.
There's just someone walking
Look.
down the street there too. Oh,
You
yeah.
see that? Those are fucking iguanas, bro. They have to be.
There was a person standing there too. That's weird. Just run up to
Big as
people.
those are, those had to have been some kind of iguana. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get no tornado bullshit. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is, like, I don't know if you would even hear it coming with the way the wind howls and shit. It already sounds like a damn tornado around you the whole time.
Yeah. I think it would get a lot louder. From what I hear, they sound like a freight train. So, but I think by then it might be a little too late to try to escape. You just gotta hunker in there somewhere.
It's hard to say, yeah, because there's so much ambient noise from the hurricane itself. It's hard to say if you would hear it or not.
Yeah.
And like I said, they the one good thing is that meteorologists did say that they're almost always like a little bit below an F1 and an F1 rating. They don't really sprout out like F5s or nothing crazy like that. So
Yeah.
I guess that's one good thing. So you might be able to survive it without getting too fucked up.
It looks like that wind at Charlotte Harbor is pretty nasty, though.
Oh, Sean's power's back on. Nice. That's what happens when you're live in the middle of nowhere, Sean. Yeah, I don't think it's really landed yet. I think a lot of this wind's just from the outer bands, because people wouldn't be walking around if it was at its full bore right now. They wouldn't be outside walking right now, and those fucking palm trees would be damn near touching the ground. They'd be bending so much.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was telling Paul and them, man. Them palm trees are fucking tough, dude. I've seen them in like Hurricane 5, like Category 5 hurricanes, and those things will be fucking twisted like a U, touching the ground on the other side, but they don't break. Not all of them will break.
Yeah. That's crazy. Unless the ground is really wet and then the roots come up.
Right. That'd be your biggest. That would be more of a concern with one of those falling than actually breaking in half, though.
Yeah.
Because that wood is super strong and very flexible.
Yep.
But they're made for they're kind of indigenous to this kind of conditions.
Yeah.
For high winds. Because you'll get a lot of palm fronds all over the place, but the trees themselves usually don't break.
Yeah.
But see, like down there in Hollywood, yeah, that's only like 30, 40 mile an hour winds. I'm walking around like that.
Yeah. The strongest winds look like they're coming by Charlotte Harbor and maybe Sunshine Skyway, but that's probably because those two big beads of water that don't want to get off the camera.
Yeah. It's just the right direction of that wind's not blowing it off.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that little fucking the Airstream trailer. You see that? It's got a big ass spoiler on the top of it. You see that in Hollywood Boardwalk?
Yeah.
That thing's gonna take the fuck off once the wind kicks up.
I keep having this guy invite me to a Spanish group, and I don't understand anything there. Hi, Tim.
There's one dude on Facebook. What's going on, Tim? There is one guy on Facebook, dude, that has tried to invite me to like 30 different fucking groups that he has for drones, and I keep fucking denying all of them. Like, I swear this dude's got like 30 different groups. And every day I get one or two fucking messages from him sending me invites to his groups, and they're all different. Like, one will be like the M30 group, one will be like Air 2S and Mini 2 group, and then one will just be a Mini 2 group. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
For a hard enough time paying attention to one group, never mind a whole bunch.
Well, the thing is, too, is it's like you don't even get any money for those groups. Like you could have a group with 2 million people in it, and you don't get any money from Facebook for growing a group that size. So it's like you don't need to overly put that much effort into it because it's not going to make you anything anyway.
Well,
like
I do a lot for the Drone Society, but it's not about making money there. It's about building the community up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing, but like I don't know. It's just like why would you want to put so much effort into like 10 different groups and try to run that many groups if you're not even getting any money or anything for that? Right?
Yeah. You know, one group is a good idea, especially if it's drone related. You don't have to have a different group for different drones. Usually the manufacturer will have that. Like DJI has their own group. You know, and just I don't know.
I think I did, Tim. I think it might have been that USB hub that I had hooked up to the computer. I think there was some kind of short in it or in one of the cables because once I unplugged it, it stopped doing it. So I have a feeling it was that USB splitter I had.
What splitter? Oh, Discord notification.
Yeah, no, my computer this morning I kept dinging every 30 seconds, and everybody thought it was Discord, but I wasn't getting any notifications from Discord.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was the USB splitter that was plugged in my computer. What it was doing, it was like reconnecting every 30 seconds because there was like a short in the cable or something. It was just a little Ford USB splitter thing I've had for a long time.
Yeah, I might have to fix that.
It's probably the cord's probably got a short in it somewhere or something.
Yeah.
I actually want to buy it. I want to eventually get one of the USB hubs that's have the stand. It's like the big one you can plug into your computer. It has like 8 3.0 ports in it. And it's powered, so let's say Jacksonville doesn't look too bad. Dana Beach is getting pretty rough. I don't know where that Florida camera is because it just says Florida. It doesn't really specify where the hell it's at. I know Fort Myers is supposed to get the same water surge that Tampa was supposed to get, anywhere between 5 to 20 feet.
Yeah.
So all those pots will definitely be underwater. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. So will all them buildings right there. I don't think the water's going to be splashing over that.
The fuck is that? A wave pool? Yeah, I was watching the full. Look, there's that Airstream again with the big ass spoiler on the top. Yeah, I was watching that full.
Where were you looking?
On Hollywood Boardwalk.
Oh, okay.
The Hollywood camera. There's a fucking Airstream trailer with one of those big ass spoilers on the top to cut down wind resistance when you're driving down the road.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
someone driving down the beach.
You know those big ass ugly spoilers that people put on the top of their pickup trucks? Okay, so Maddie's about 5 miles south of the Hollywood Boardwalk, so that gives us an idea where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Airstream trailer and the Hollywood Boardwalk camera.
Yep. I see it now.
Yeah, nice little wing on the top to take it when the fucking wind comes through.
Giving it a lot of downforce now.
I would, if I had to be in a fucking travel trailer, I'd rather be in an Airstream than one of the newer ones because at least you got some pretty sturdy aluminum walls.
Wow, look at the camera in Charlotte Harbor. The camera was shaking pretty crazy. They might lose that camera soon if those winds get much stronger. Wow, there's more people just riding down the beach.
Well, see, and the wind doesn't look that strong, so that camera's probably not mounted very well. Either that or the video stabilization on it sucks.
Yeah.
Because all the other ones seem to be pretty
There's
good.
the
Jacksonville
Popo.
ones. The Jacksonville one's pretty shaky
Hey.
too.
Hollywood Boardwalk, is someone riding a bike? I thought I saw someone
It's hard
riding
to
a bike.
say because like the lens is super fuzzy.
Yeah.
There's
It was
definitely
over-
people walking down it though.
Yeah, it was someone moving over next to the camper, the trailer that you were pointing out.
He's closer to Dana Beach. Okay. So he's Hollywood, Dana Beach area.
Yeah.
So what are the winds like there right now, Matt? Because they're pretty mild here. They're probably 15, 20 miles an hour.
What's up, Maddie?
What up, Tim?
Not much.
Did you get the day off for the hurricane?
You're funny. How you doing, Paul?
Pretty good,
Justin.
man. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's good so far.
Yeah, Justin, it wasn't your USB hub. It was definitely Discord. So
Dude, I'm telling you, there was no notifications for Discord.
yes, there is. Go down to your name. Next to your name, there's a settings button. Go to that. Settings. Right there. Go
Right.
down to notifications. Right, you were right over top of it. Up top. Notifications. Down. Notifications. Boom. Now scroll down. See sounds disabled. You disabled them, so you shouldn't.
I
have
didn't
any.
disable that. That was already disabled.
Right there. Messages disabled.
And then I even turned off the.
It doesn't matter. Look, message.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is when it was doing that, there was no messages in Discord. I checked it. There
It
wasn't
didn't have any
nothing from
numbers?
anybody.
Nothing on
But
the
when I
numbers.
unplugged that USB hub, it stopped doing it.
I don't know. Hit return to home.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck out of
Fuck
here.
out of here.
The
But
only
that
reason I'm
sound was
saying that
definitely
was
different.
because the only reason I'm saying that is that I went into Discord to see if somebody was like messaging me or if I was
Yeah.
getting notifications and there was nothing there. Like I didn't have any notifications, nothing.
On the left-hand side, did you see any names or
No,
numbers?
there wasn't anything. Like I know how to use Discord. It wasn't anything. I was checking all that. And I was like,
That's
what the
weird.
fuck is that noise? So I went back behind the computer to check all the USB connections. Because remember when it was happening to Matt's computer that one day?
Yeah.
His fucking shit kept dinging, and it turned out it was a cord that was bad on one of his whatever he had plugged into his fucking
But
computer.
it wasn't that sound. That sound is Discord.
It did sound like Discord, but I don't know. As soon as I unplugged that USB hub, it stopped.
Wow, look at the water under the boardwalk at Dania Beach. Oh, and the camera just froze out. They changed it. That water was
Where's
moving pretty fast.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Did you see that Airstream, Tim, and down on Hollywood Boardwalk?
Oh, you kidding me? Wow.
I hate when people put those big ass spoilers on the top of their trucks. Those things are so fucking ugly.
Well, they can fly. They will.
It's gotten a lot more intense just since we've been on this stream in the last hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Look at Dania Beach. Look at that water. It's moving a lot faster than it was when I first came on here. And whoever shared it, I forget. I think it was Arizona Jones who shared the link.
Yeah,
to it, right?
David shared it.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing too, Matt, is like, or David and Matt, it was actually supposed to hit Tampa, and then what was it, about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night on my live stream, they had updated it, and all of a sudden now it was coming into where Fort Myers was, which was I think like a 100-mile difference or something like that.
Damn.
What's up, Facebook user? I don't know who you are, so
Yeah, why doesn't it show their
how's it
name?
going? I don't
All
know.
right,
Some
so
people it does, and some people it doesn't.
I know why it doesn't, because you're using what are you using? StreamYard.
Yeah.
They have to click on the StreamYard permission on Facebook. They have to grant
do that.
permission first. And once they do that, then it'll share their name. But if they don't click and grant the permission, it won't happen. It'll just say Facebook user.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because some people will come up and I'm good though. Whoever you are, you can say who you are if you want, so I know who I'm talking to. But we're just looking at all the hurricane shit that's going on down here in Florida.
Hold on. Somebody's asking again.
Oh yeah, it's because it's cutting right up to where we're at. It's going to be a 3 when it's over us.
Yeah.
You know, Justin, you should really tell people, like maybe on Facebook or something, that you have a new channel. Nobody knows.
What are you talking
I
about?
keep
I
on
posted it.
I keep on getting messages, man. It's cool that they message me, but yeah.
I've posted it in my Facebook group, and I've posted it on my Facebook a couple of times.
Yeah.
But the thing is see, this is the thing too, is Facebook, you could say you have 500 friends on Facebook, right? When you post something, not all 500 people are going to see that.
Nope.
That's another thing too.
Yeah. But I'm saying,
It
like,
doesn't
maybe
show everybody's. It doesn't show you everything that everybody that you're friends with posts.
can you go? Maybe I'll do it for you, but can you go to your other channel and put this link to this channel on there?
Do what?
Go to your other channel and put
What
the link
other
to this
channel?
channel. You can't get to it. All right, never mind.
I'm not streaming to my other channel.
I didn't say that, but nobody knows that you have a new channel. If you go over there and put it like in a link or something, or in a comment,
Okay. Never
You're-
mind.
oh my god.
Shut the hell
Everybody, sit down in class, please. Sit down in class.
Shut up.
All right, Justin, I got to get out of here, dude.
All right.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, no problem, dude.
Take it
See you
easy,
later.
Paul.
All right, guys. Tim, don't slam your door too hard. It's going to break today, okay?
You ain't kidding, man.
All right, there's a link in the chat if you guys need it.
I'm going to leave this playing for your watch time, but I'm going to be busy.
Yep. You have a good day. Shit. It's
What,
my
did you just
alarm.
get up there?
Yeah.
What time you got to be at work?
6 o'clock, but they pushed it back to 6:30. So, yeah.
What are you talking about? I keep changing names. I've only changed my channel name one time.
Nobody knows you have a new channel. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, we did a Matt bump the other day on Matt's show. I've told it on Paul's show plenty of times. I don't know how much more I can tell people.
Yeah.
I posted it on Facebook, and a whole bunch of these guys are in that Facebook group that I have. I post the live streams that we put in there that we do.
Look at Dave. You know, Steve is a little
my
gray.
ass, David.
Steve is a little gray, man. But yeah.
Oh, no prayer for me, huh, Steve? I see how it is. Just for Maddie, huh? No, I'm not in Florida.
Oh my god. Do they have a cam at Bradenton Beach?
Look it up and see. I don't know.
Yeah, I tried to look it up. I couldn't find anything. So if you find something, send it to me.
We were watching the one from Fort Myers this morning, but their fucking internet cut out. It was starting to get really bad, and then it just cut out.
Really? Damn. Well,
You
that
should
tells
pop
you
in,
that's
Steve.
50
free.
miles away. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I was telling Steve if he wants to pop in, he can.
Yeah.
Put the link at the top, didn't I?
Shit.
Yeah, it's getting fucking nasty though.
Yeah, I got your message on Discord, dickhead.
I said, you answer the phone when Daddy calls.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Because me and Sean were trying to call you last night and you weren't answering. I put
I was
that
at
in there because Sean was laughing.
I was at work, man. I didn't. Well, I didn't have Discord up on my phone, so. And if you're not in Discord, it won't ring.
Let's see what it looks like. No, I don't want the doorbell.
So how's Edge doing? I haven't talked to him in a while.
He was doing good. He got his computer fixed finally yesterday. He reinstalled Windows again on it.
Again?
Yeah. Now there's
Maybe-
Steve. Hold your hats, everybody.
Hold
Yeah,
your
yeah.
hat. Hey.
Man, I'll tell you what. You know what? You change your screen names like I changed my underwear.
I didn't change. My screen name's been the same. What are you talking about?
I told him, Steve. He didn't advertise his channel too much, so.
Hey,
know,
I put
I
it on
was
Matt's
listening.
channel. Now, Matt claims he's the biggest fucking thing since sliced cheese. I put it on his channel. I can't help it if nobody found out. Dude, he's been on that kick for the last 2 days, messaging me and being on Paul's show today about how he hit 1K, and if you don't have 1K, you're not allowed to talk to him anymore.
Who
maybe
got
that's the
that
reason why he
YouTube
didn't
stream double feeding?
Yeah. Maybe
Not
that's the
me.
reason he don't talk to me anymore. Yeah.
That's something on your end because me and Tim haven't had no echo or anything.
No echo here. And I got everything up. I got Discord up. I got
And then I
Facebook.
get no, stay safe, Justin. No, nothing from Steve.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
Like, screw you.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
sitting there commenting on Facebook. I email you and nothing.
Yeah. Lucky I respond to you, Steve. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
Rodney.
Thank you, Tim.
No
What's up,
worries,
Rodney?
though. Hey, Rodney, how are you?
Rodney, hello. Good morning.
Just watching some of this nice little hurricane shit around Florida right now.
Yeah, it's going to get bad. Oh, stop it. I'm supposed to wake up now. My body clock wakes me up before my damn alarm. Isn't that great?
Oh, dude, that alarm would annoy the piss out of me. Although I just hate all alarm noises.
It's funny, though, man. I wake up 10 minutes before my alarm goes off all the time.
Yeah, but if you're on the same sleeping schedule pretty consistently, you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the hurricane stream here on the West Coast, man, it's been going nonstop for the past 2 days.
Damn. Oh, yeah, that is true on YouTube, too, Steve.
Yeah.
It's been going nonstop. Hello, Sarah. So what's that?
8
10
p.m.?
a.m. 10 a.m. my time.
I don't know. They keep changing the time. First, it was supposed to get bad at 3, and then it was 5, and then I don't know.
Well, Mother Nature has her own calling, baby. You aren't going to control it.
That's right. It
The
would be
winds are
good
rough.
if you had a generator hardline though.
Yeah, the winds look like they're about 15, 20 miles an hour outside my house right now.
How much?
About 15, 20 miles an hour. Not too strong at the moment.
That ain't bad at all. Yeah. The
No.
problem is when it goes silent. That's when you get scared.
And
Well-
and when it sits over the top of you and it's just the rain and the flooding, that's seems to be the biggest problem, especially with the storm surge that they're talking about, because we're hearing it's going to be like anywhere between 8 to 9 feet. And when you're looking like at Fort Myers and all that stuff along the coast, they're only 3 feet above sea level. You're talking, 9 feet of standing water.
Yeah.
5, they were saying earlier 5 to 20 feet.
Yeah, well, yeah, depending
Yeah.
on where it is.
And then Maddie's right about that, right? That this storm is moving slow as shit because even the governor said it's going to get over land and it's just going to sit there and stall out for a little while.
That's
He's
what
right now.
the one weather forecaster that I was watching, He says it's going to park, and that's going to be where the damage is all the rain and flooding.
So it says the eye is 40 miles across and is moving at 9 miles per hour. It will slow down to 7 miles per hour once it makes landfall. We're going to get
Is Sarah home with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to get pounded for about 5 or 6 hours. I don't know if I can go that long, but we'll try.
She didn't go to work? She didn't go to work?
Yeah, she got home a little while ago. Nobody caught that? Just right over your heads?
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah. Oh, Lordy.
Maddie says storm surge is going to get up to 18 feet where that eye wall is headed.
Well, Dan's on live too, and it's really calm where he's at. He's in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if it would have came into Tampa like it was supposed to, it'd be a whole different story right now.
Yeah.
JD said Sarah can just last that long.
He caught it quick. You say stuff like that, he'll catch it quick. Yeah, so your governor was live about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, he was live earlier this morning too. Way early this morning.
Oh, he went off on a reporter in his last when he was that reporter tried to politicize it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, what about the allegations that Florida didn't respond in time or whatever? And he went the hell off on that reporter.
Oh,
he goes, I understand you're trying to attack me. He goes, but don't sit up here and attack all these good people that are out here working their butts off trying to get ready for the storm. He goes, I don't want to hear it.
They use one thing just to carry it on, don't they? Oh my God.
That's all it is.
He said because they tried to say his lack of response. And he was like, dude, we declared a state of emergency before this thing even became a hurricane.
Yeah.
He goes, so what are you talking about, lack of response?
And have the National Guard already prepared. And that was the best thing is all the National Guard members that supposedly are not, they've all been called back in. And he says, yes, they will all be called back in.
Yep. And you hear that he got like 10 Chinooks ready. And he's got everything ready. Helicopters.
He comes from a military background. His strategy in his mind is 10 days ahead of what this reporter is trying to ask a question for.
He was a Navy SEAL, right?
That's nice.
He's an ex-Navy SEAL.
That is cool, though, what he did. Yeah, he was. I saw him live 2 days ago when everything was getting ready for this. And he was saying what he's doing.
Yeah, Sarah's freaking the fuck out right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, like you're saying, the roof, that's the weakest point of your home.
Right, yeah, because the walls, like I said, all the newer houses are all cinder block.
Yeah.
But and then what they do is they stucco the outside and then they just frame the inside with wood framing to make the walls on the inside. But you're pretty much between the stucco and your, drywall and your framing, it's all fucking cinder block. All the inner walls, everything. It's not just the outer walls, all the inner walls, everything.
Well, and I know from what I've heard, because like here in California, we have real stringent building codes because of earthquakes and everything. And I've heard with you guys too, with the roofs, not only you've got your cinder walls, going up, but then the anchors are in the cinder walls when they're primed for the attachment of the roof. So it's attached and then it's structural to the roof, and then the roof ties are tied to that on top of it.
Yeah, Wedge and Big was saying something about that, but I wasn't entirely sure on the building codes for that. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. And then
I know when we had the fire here for the garage and the whole roof and everything had to be replaced. So that was all tied up. You couldn't believe the increases in the ledgers and all the ties and everything. I mean, it's like almost double the physical size of what the rest of the house is built up to be.
And what the thing that I don't understand is why they don't recess the roofs to the edge of the walls. It's like, why do you still put overhangs on the walls? Because that can create a weak point right there when the wind gets up under there. It has something to grab. Fucking recess the roofs to the wall, put some gutters on it, and then,
Yeah,
fuck the gutters.
so it's not hanging over. It's just
Right,
flush.
and then the
goes
wind
up.
just doesn't have nothing to grab. It just goes
Yeah.
right over top of it. You're less likely to lose your roof in that scenario than having a 2 or 3 foot overhang and then it has something to grab onto and just rip it off. I don't understand. I've seen some houses here that do have recessed roofs, but most of them still have overhangs, and I don't know why they do that. Like, I would assume it would be better not to have that.
Yeah.
It would be a little bit more structurally sound.
Well, I know. Here we don't have a problem with her. Well, we had one come up the Gulf here the other day, but it never came. It was a hurricane. It was just a tropical storm, but we don't get them here.
But you guys get the El Nino shit, and that's no
Yeah,
joke either. That
but
could be-
the roof. I know when we redid the roofing, we went to a metal roof because we had before a regular 3/4 inch shake shingle in the house. This is
Right.
years back, and I said no, I'm not going to. Excuse me. We got to look for something else besides asphalt. And at the time, lumber was through the roof because they're going to have to shear the hole on top of the roof in order to put the asphalt shingles on. So we ended up going to this Girard metal roof, and it's good up to 100 miles an hour, and it's of course it's a class 1 fire rating, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, don't they have like a 20, 30-year lifespan too?
50 year and appearance. So if it goes to fade, they guarantee even the appearance of it.
Oh wow.
They're roughly 2 foot wide, and then if you look at it, it goes across, it goes up, 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 down, and then it goes down this way, and they're 4 foot wide. They weigh almost nothing. And what happens is it's slotted for a 2x2. So what happens is on the roof, they put 2x4s going up from the edge of your drip line to the peak of the roof, and then 2x2s go across, and then they're nailed onto there, and then that goes into it, and that's what attaches to the roof.
I've heard on some of those metal roofs too, they'll literally just put it over existing roofs too.
Well, what they do is they take the roof off, and then they just put the 2x4s up and the 2x2s across.
Oh, okay.
But what I did is
Somebody was saying something not too long ago that some of them they just put right over the existing roof.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I don't understand why they do the overhangs. I think that's a little stupid, but it is what it is, I guess. Like our roofs have overhangs.
I know with mobile homes, I know here in California, even on construction sites, because like when I was running that project over in Disneyland years back, when we had a construction trailer we brought in, we had to sit there and they drove in these anchors into the ground and then strapped the trailer. So,
Right.
They lift them up and put them on stands. And they had to have earthquake stand bearings onto that thing, and it was tied to the ground.
Yeah, see here, the governor was actually talking about that. He said your trailers have to be rated to 110 miles an hour before they can be approved, like by an inspector.
Right.
So they have to have certain like tie downs and certain types of like anchors in the ground to be rated for at least 110 miles an hour. But still, I mean, when you get a category 4, category 5 come through that's 130, 150 plus miles an hour, shit, fuck that. I still wouldn't want to be in that trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand why they allow that. I don't think they should allow trailer parks in California or in Florida. I think it's fucking stupid.
I know in some states in the Midwest, they got them where they're bands that go completely over the top of the trailer and then go down to the ground. I guess like in tornado zone areas.
Yeah, I've seen that too, where they actually have it almost looks like big toe straps.
Yeah, it's like it goes all the way over and down, and there's like 4 of them across the length of the trailer. And then they do the same thing, like I said, for the earthquake. Like here they had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had to have 6 of them on a 26-foot trailer. there was a construction trailer because it had the corners and then in the middle, and then they're cross angle it, so they're going down, but at a 45 to
Right.
go for the sway.
I actually saw a couple of mobile homes here where they did that during Irma.
Mhm.
There was a few mobile homes because I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I saw that they had done that. They had 3 of them. They had one at each end of the trailer and then one in the middle. And there were just these huge piling anchors that went down like that. And it just looked like a massive ass tow strap over each one. And it went over the roof. And I guess that was to help keep the trailer from rocking around, I guess.
You got to come off its
The
footings,
footings.
metal pier footings or concrete footings, because I know these are like a big auger anchor. I would say the anchors that went in were probably about 4 inches, and it's a long post, and then it's a pole sticking out, so it drills in down into the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, no, if you're in a damn travel trailer, you better have gotten the hell out. I'll tell you that one. Because, like I said, if you look at that Hollywood Boardwalk video, look at it. There's the Airstream right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
If I only had a brain.
No, actually, an Airstream is probably the safest RV out there you can have.
That's what I said. If I had to be in an RV in this, I guess it would be an Airstream.
Because it's completely structural. The whole entire roof, all the way down to the frame, it's completely structural.
Especially the old ones. The old ones were built really well.
Yeah.
Like if you get
And plus it comes with wings. So you hit return to home, there you go.
Ooh, Naples has already gotten 6 foot of storm surge.
Oh, Lord.
So did the Keys get hit? Because I heard Cuba is still without power. Took their whole grid down.
Yeah, the Keys got hit yesterday.
Yeah.
Damn.
It went over Cuba and then over the Keys and then started coming up this western part of Florida.
Yeah, I heard about Cuba after work yesterday. The whole grid was down or something.
Like I said, honestly, I haven't really been paying attention to what happened in the Keys or Cuba because I've been more concerned about what's going to happen when it hits us. So I've been watching more of that news.
Yeah. Well, me too. I got family in Florida. So.
Oh, you have family in Florida, Tim?
Yeah, my cousin is only an hour away from Justin.
Oh wow.
So my uncle and my other cousin and the kids, they went to South Carolina to Orangeburg to stay there until this is all done. But my cousin Mike, he's a crazy one. He wants to stay out and see it and film it. And
Yeah, like Maddie's saying, the Keys, mainly Key West, because I know we're not, at least here, I haven't seen much being broadcast about it because they're the people that are there and power's out.
So you see this pier right here?
Which okay, yeah.
That one? We were watching that one from Fort Myers earlier, and the guy went out to about right here on the one at Fort Myers and jumped off the side into the fucking water.
You crazy? The rips are... Never mind.
Yeah.
It took him, and then when he jumped off the side, it took him to about right, and I'm just using this one as an example because it's the best one I have, but it took him to about right here before he was finally able to stand up and get out of the water.
Well, he's lucky he didn't catch a major rip. That wasn't even a rip.
And the thing was there was a fence, like a big fence, like right here, that was locked up to where you couldn't go around, and it was probably a 2 or maybe a 4 or 5 foot section of fence that went off each side of the pier.
Yeah, they
got off the edge of the pier and fucking climbed around it.
Jesus, yeah, they had them here because on our river that leads into the ocean, they have docks, like private docks, and they had them on there. The gates with the wings, and you can't get around.
Yeah, did you see Paul's show earlier when he was showing that?
Yeah, I started watching it.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking wild, bro. I was like, oh my god.
Kids are stupid, man.
Dude, those are 3 grown-ass men. What are you talking about, kids?
Are they? They were?
Yeah, those are 3 grown-ass men, dude. Out there being dumb as hell.
Damn, no brain cells.
Well, Matt came on to Paul. Well, No, Matt came on to Paul's show because I said there's no way those were Americans. Those had to have been some moron Australians.
Oh,
Matt popped on the show right after I said that. Started coming at me.
oh shit!
I said that had to have been 3 Australians. There was no way those were Americans.
You would love the storms over here with the ocean swells that we get. Holy crap! They're crazy.
Well, see, what was crazy was Irma. It came like this direction, right? And then went straight up the center of the state.
Yeah.
And what was crazy was it pushed the ocean back on both sides of the state. Almost, I think they want to say like almost a mile out away from where it normally is.
Yeah, my cousin was live during that, and I said, "You're crazy, cuz get inside." And he goes, "Nah, it's all right, cuz." So you're crazy,
dude. People were walking out in the fucking walking like a quarter mile, half a mile out where the water used to be because it hadn't come back in yet.
Oh my god, they're crazy.
Bunch of dumbass idiots.
Yeah, because it's got to come back, but you don't know when. That's crazy. Over here, we get a lot of foam. It's kind of weird. During a storm, if we have a flood or something, you'll see a lot of foam down the streets and shit and Noosa and stuff. I'll try to get a video of it next time we have a storm. Keys got trampled, bro. Jesus, mainly Key West. Oh, damn.
I'll be back in a sec, guys. My sister's calling me.
Huh?
So how are you doing, Tim?
I'm doing okay. Just working a lot, you know.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. I'm getting too old for this crap.
Yeah. In fact, if you look at the one there at Diamond Beach, if you're looking at when it was just down there, you could see how the current is going almost sideways.
Yeah, that's crazy. When my cousin was live yesterday on Facebook, he was at Bradenton Beach, and we were looking at the way. I was looking at the way they were going the opposite direction. I was like, "Holy crap!" And he noticed it too because I put it in the chat, and he goes, "That's crazy." But that's what happens. But it was crazy. I'm trying to find. He was live this morning. Yeah, 2 hours ago he was live. Whoop. Oh,
okay,
shit.
So.
I would show this, but I don't want to show his name. How do I do that? Okay, full screen. It's pretty nasty here now, and it really hasn't even started yet. These storms suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait until Justin gets back, and I'll show you my cousins.
You got a backup generator, Maddie?
Yeah, I hope so. Hope it's hardline.
Good morning, Curtis.
Hey, Curtis. Yeah, Maddie's going to get hit too, right? Pretty hard. Crazy.
Nope, I'm hoping not to lose power, but we'll see.
Now, does he have it underground? His power underground, or?
I don't know. Well, underground overhead is just, if you lose power, you hit main lines come down, doesn't matter if it's underground or overhead, it's done.
Yeah, that's true.
The transmission.
Oh, the transformers. Yeah.
What's your code to your work phone so I can let them know we're okay?
Hey, Justin, can you share my screen for a minute? I'll just show you a
Yeah.
screen.
Curtis, you're too funny. I'm at work surviving the hurricane as best as I can.
Yeah, my sister just had a damn tree go through a roof.
Oh no!
What? Holy crap!
But I told her, I said, how big is the tree? She goes, it's big. I said, she wants me to come help her, but I don't have a chainsaw and I don't know what to do. Like, I told her, I said, it's not bad right now. Call 911 and have the fire department come out.
They ain't gonna
That's
come out.
That's
They're-
where
well,
my
it's- they're,
cousin.
they're not shut down yet because it's not that bad here yet. So they're still out.
I gotta
but
tell my cousin about his phone. His phone is
I
like
might
catching
have
that
to go
screen.
over there and at least look at it for her because there's nothing
Yeah.
I can do.
The best thing to do in a case like that I've seen is you just leave it in place until after it's all done, because going up there, you're too big a chance
Yeah.
of getting hurt over what it's done, unless
Yeah.
you can get up there to cover it with tarps.
Well, the
Yep.
problem is, you can't really cover it with tarps when we're supposed to get 120, 130 mile an hour winds, neither.
No. In
That's
the
not going to do
inside,
anything.
the inside to cover your stuff to protect it.
Right, yeah, because there's not
Not
really
on
a
the
whole
outside of the house. It's just like a kite. It'll be gone.
right, yeah, there's not really a whole lot you can do on that.
Yeah, this is my cousin's place at about 2 hours ago.
All right, let me. I don't want to. I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Figure out-
They said,
oh shit! Hit the
That's
wrong
outside
button.
of the house.
Mhm.
Holy shit!
That's it.
Yeah, send me the pictures. I'll show everybody real quick because I might have to head over there. Worst case scenario, they're gonna have to come over to our house
Yeah,
Yeah.
get him over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
because they can't stay in the house with a fucking tree sitting on the goddamn house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him over to your place.
Where everybody will sleep is beyond me, but we'll work it out.
Yeah.
Some place with a protective roof over their head.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we don't have any massive trees around our house. The only one was that little one in my front yard.
Yeah.
It's only like
yeah.
15 feet high. It's not a very big tree. It's tiny.
I hate to be
I mean,
that.
the trunk's only like that wide on it. So
I hate to be the guy down the road from your house. That big ass tree. Screw that.
So they just estimated down as it's coming onshore near Captiva Island,
Uh-huh.
the wind gusts
did you see
of
those?
126 miles per hour. Yeah. Within
Holy
the last
shit.
hour.
Damn. Where does she live at? How far away from you?
10 minutes from us.
Damn, that's already happening there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I had to go to work today in this bullshit.
Yeah, screw that. Screw
For
that.
4 patients to show up. 4.
4? What?
Out of 25. 4.
Oh my god. Tell them to go to the hospital or drink a glass of
And
cement.
they would call and be like, "Oh, you're there? Yeah."
You sent those to me?
I sent him. Oh, I sent him.
No, I need on
Oh.
Messenger.
Oh, my
Not
bad.
that.
My bad.
Curtis, we've got to batten down the hatches over on our side.
Oh, you guys can shut it.
I told Justin last night when it was estimated to hit us as a category 3.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to live in Florida anymore. I want to move.
That's my cousin. I have cousins there that live in Florida too, and it's just like, well, I'm not living in California because earthquakes. I'm sitting there. Let's think about this for a second. You have what's called hurricane season every year. You know there's a chance of a hurricane coming in.
Yeah,
I'll take my chances of the unknown.
We
Yeah.
haven't had one this bad in about 5 years, so we were due for one.
yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah,
I
that's true,
wasn't.
man.
I wasn't as prepared as we should be.
Uh-huh. So, Wayne B.
Hello, Wayne.
Hey, give her a call, Justin, see if she wants to come to your place. Does she have a car to get over there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah.
She worries me. It worries me about her and her kids because they've got trees surrounding them, and it worries me that my mom's got
Yeah.
a shit ton of trees around her.
Yeah, not good. Get him over to your place.
Lock up the house and get
Yep.
and have them drive over.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to show these real quick, and then I'm going to probably head over there. So
Tell her to start packing stuff up,
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me call her.
especially any medication, stuff like that they need, and some clothes, and
Yeah. Medication first. Yeah.
yeah.
all right, so
This is some bullshit.
Who's afraid of Ian named that shit storm? Megatron details, and they will have an issue with that.
so this is the tree here.
Holy shit.
And that's where it came to the roof.
Oh, not good. You got
Don't worry.
emergency services, right?
We will rebuild. That's what I use as the
Go back
thumbnail.
to that picture, Justin. I mean, how did they get the picture of that angle?
Yeah.
What
No,
do you mean?
back. That one.
She must have had one of the kids. One of my nephews probably got up there and took that picture off the ladder. I'm assuming.
Crazy. Yeah. I think he's going to go get him now. Maddie.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to stay in here. And,
I'll talk to him. We'll
Yeah,
chit-chat.
I got to go to work, so I'm going to
Oh,
have
well,
to.
Yeah.
then we won't
Just
chit-chat.
go get her and get her back, and then come back on.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll start up another live stream here in a little bit, guys. Shut up, Siri.
You guys take care. Drive careful.
All right,
Yeah.
if you guys just come back.
We will. Now that I know
All
what
right.
channel you're going to be on.
Yeah. All right, man. Take it
Bye-bye.
easy. Be safe. Be safe.